Hello everyone, I'm Video Game Hazard, back for some more Pokemon Fire Red. In the last episode, we challenged the Viridian City Gym and learned the long unknown identity of its leader, that being Giovanni, the leader of Team Rocket, who then disbanded Team Rocket after our triumph over him. And this time, we're heading out onto Route 22 towards the Pokémon League. So let's head right down this road, but then of course we get interrupted by Gary. What? Andrew? What a surprise to see you here. So you're going to the Pokemon League? You collected all the badges too? That's cool. Then I'll whip you, Andrew, as a warm-up for the Pokemon League. Come on! Been a while since we fought him. Alright, so Gary, for, I don't know what number of fight this is, whatever, it's 1 million, whatever. Rival Gary is gonna send out his Pidgeot. This thing is level 47, normal and flying type with the ability Keen Eye. It has the moves Feather Dance, Wing Attack, Gust, and Quick Attack. Ooh, it even tanked a Rock Slide very well. And it's gonna tank the next one even better because it just lowered my attack. Great. It's gonna need 3 of these, I guess. Oh, maybe even more than that. But I did flinch it, so that's good. Come on. We just need a crit, maybe? Oh, yes! Thank you! Just when I needed it! Thank you! Wow, that was good timing. Excellent. Alright, he is now gonna send out his Alakazam. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna switch to Yokozuna to deal with that. I think Yokozuna is just a resident Alakazam killer. Anyway, his Alakazam is level 47, also pure Psychic type with the ability Synchronize, and it has the moves Psychic, Calm Mind, Future Sight, and Disable. But I think one Shadow Ball should do it. And it does. Very good. Didn't even need a crit. And Yokozuna levels up. And, oh, you want to learn Covet. That is a very similar move to Thief. 40 power, has a chance of stealing, well, not a chance, it will steal the opponent's held item if it has one. It's just a normal type version of it. I don't see a need to learn it. It's rather weak compared to the moves I have, so we're gonna pass. He is now gonna send out his Growlithe. I think I will switch back to Spike for that. And his Growlithe is going to be level 45, a pure fire type with the ability Intimidate. It has the moves Flame Wheel, Takedown, Leer, and Agility. I'm going to take this opportunity to use Earthquake here, just to show that off. He'll only have this Growlithe if you chose Charmander or Squirtle as your starter. Now, oh, he's gonna send out his Blastoise. Alright, I didn't expect you so soon. But sure. Sure, that's fine. So your Blastoise is a whopping level 53 with, pure water type with the ability Torrent. It has the moves Water Gun. Really? Still? Rain Dance, Bite, and Rapid Spin. Because of it just having Rain Dance as its main offensive water move, this thing is not going to be that much of a problem, actually, despite it being so much higher leveled than my Pokemon on my team. I cannot speak right now. But I put it to sleep with Spore, so we're just going to try a Solar Beam here, and hopefully that's a one-shot. And audio glitches are happening. I don't know why. That's been a problem for a while now, and I still don't know what's causing that. But whatever, let's fire off that Solar Beam. Oh, that did not do very much at all. Okay. I think we're just gonna switch to Blitz and let loose a Thunder while this Rain Dance is going. You're still asleep. And it's still raining. Good. Alright, so I can still take advantage of that. Thunder! And not quite enough. This thing may not be able to deal a whole lot of damage to me, but it is still a tank. Oh, never mind. That did a lot because of the rain. Let's use a Thunderbolt, and hopefully that kills. And sure enough, it does. I should also mention that if you had chosen a Bulbasaur as your starter, he would have instead had a Charizard, level 53, Fire and Flying type with the ability Blaze, and the moves Flamethrower, Wing Attack, Slash, and Scary Face. If you chose a Squirtle as your starter, he would have a Venusaur, also level 53, Grass and Poison type with the ability Overgrow, and the moves Razor Leaf, Sweet Scent, Growth, and Synthesis. Anyway, Jeremy grew to level 45, so that's cool. He's sending out Rhyhorn now. I think that will be a job for Jeremy. I don't really see a reason to send out Attenborough just yet. So let's go for a Giga Drain, why not? And down in one hit. Very cool. Drained so much energy, just even though I'm at full health, it didn't need that. Now he's going to send out his Execute. I think we will send out Yokozuna for that. Why not? So his Execute, if I could actually pull up its information, is level 45, a Grass and Psychic type, with the ability Chlorophyll. It has the moves Solar Beam, Sleep Powder, Poison Powder, and Stun Spore. So its only way of attacking is with Solar Beam. I'm just gonna use probably two Shadow Balls here. He would only have this Execute if you chose a Charmander or a Bulbasaur as your starter. If you had chosen either Bulbasaur or Squirtle as your starter, he would have a Gyarados, which is level 45, Water and Flying type with the ability Intimidate, and it has the moves Hydro Pump, Twister, Leer, and Rain Dance. But with all that information out of the way, let's finish off this Execute and finish this battle. Down it goes. And give me your money, Gary. What? I was just careless, you. Yeah, that's what they all say. That loosened me up. I'm ready for the Pokémon League. Andrew, you need more practice. I just beat you. You're the one who needs practice, buddy. But hey, you know that. I'm out of here. Smell ya. Bye, jerk. Well, he's off to the Pokémon League, so we might as well follow him. We head down over here. The Pokémon League front gate is just ahead. And we're playing forest music for some reason. I don't know why. Whatever. Walk up here. Oh, that is the Boulder Badge. Go right ahead. You will have check gates for all of your badges that you've obtained. Right here, you can pass here. You can pass here only if you have the Cascade Badge. Oh, that is the Cascade Badge. Okay, then, please go right ahead. Is there a hidden item? I know there are hidden items on this route. But I guess they're not here just yet. No. I guess not. Anyway, this one, you can pass here if you only if you have the Thunder Badge. We have that from Lieutenant Surge. There are definitely hidden items over here. Such as Lepa Berry to heal PP if I ever need to do that. Over here, there's nothing. And I don't think... Do these signs say anything? Oh, they just say Indigo Plateau, the highest Pokemon authority, Pokemon League HQ. Yes. So we're heading up to Indigo Plateau. You can pass here only if you have the Rainbow Badge. We have that from Erica. And now we have to surf through here. You can encounter wild Pokemon here, which is a little annoying, but, you know, it is what it is. And of course I actually get interrupted by one. But whatever, I guess I can just set up a repel. Okay, now we shouldn't have any interruptions. You can pass here only if you have the Soul Badge. We have that from Koga. I don't know if I ever mentioned this, but the names of the badges that you get from Koga and Sabrina sound like they were swapped with each other. Because Koga gives you the Soul Badge. There's also a hidden Max Ether there. Koga gives you the Soul Badge, and Sabrina gives you the Marsh Badge. Now, with Koga being the Poison-type gym leader, you would think the Marsh badge would be a more fitting name for him. And with Sabrina being the Psychic-type gym leader, you would think that the Soul badge would be a more fitting name for her badge, but they're swapped. I don't know. Very weird. Anyway, you can pass here only if you have the Marsh badge. We have that from Sabrina, even if that should be the Soul badge, in my opinion at least. I don't know if that was actually changed or not. I would have to check. But we head up here. We now have some grass around here. No new encounters, unfortunately, but then again, it would also be kind of weird if there were new encounters right here. At least regular encounters, that is. There will be some in the aftergame. But, where is this hidden item? Oh, there it is. A hidden Ultra Ball. Very nice. If we head up here, I'm guessing there are more hidden items. Oh, yes, I see the patch there. That's an Aspear Berry to heal Freeze, which I think still has yet to happen to me. And I think that's all the hidden items in this section. You can pass here only if you have the Volcano badge. We have that from Blaine. And, of course, the Repel wears off. Whatever, I don't need it anymore for now. No more hidden items over there. None over here. There is a hidden full restore on this rock here, so that's cool. Also, I should have mentioned this right when we got into this route, but I love this epic foreboding music that plays as you go through all the badge check gates. It's a little repetitive of a song, but I don't know, I always sort of liked it. You can pass here only if you have the Earth badge, and we have that from Giovanni, even though it looks like a feather, but whatever. Actually, I can actually go ahead and show that off. These are all the badges in order. Boulder badge, Cascade badge, me forgetting names of badges, Thunder badge, Rainbow badge, Soul badge, Marsh badge, a Volcano badge, and Earth badge. Anyway, Victory Road Gate to the Pokémon League is right here. And one last double check for hidden items. There's a Citrus Berry. That might actually come in handy. Alright, it seems like I have, in fact, collected all the hidden items in this area. But now comes the part where I have to make a tough decision. Because you are going to want an HM slave. Or HM user. I shouldn't use slave, technically. But you're going to want an HM user for the Pokémon League. So I'm going to head back to Viridian City and decide who to box for now. And I am going to make the tough decision to box Yokozuna for now. I would prefer to not have to box it for Victory Road, but after weighing my options, I figured that I want as much type coverage as possible, and having everyone else on the team basically makes sure that I have as much type coverage as possible, especially since 2 of Yokozuna's moves are normal type. But Yokozuna will get its chance in the sun once we're actually at the Pokémon League. And it is just now occurring to me that you cannot fly back to the entrance of the Victory Road, so kids, make sure you have an HM user before you get here, so you don't have to walk all the way back like I did. Anyway, with our party all... I'm not actually healed up, but whatever, I have healing items that I can use. We're gonna head into the Victory Road now. And here we are. This is one of the longer dungeons in the game, not... If I could not be interrupted, this is one of the longer dungeons in the game, not in the sense of the number of floors it has. I believe there are only 3 floors. But you are going to be fighting quite a few trainers here, as well as dealing with strength puzzles like this. So you will probably be here for quite a while. I do not expect to get through Victory Road all in this episode, especially since half of it has already been, you know, just getting to Victory Road. But I'm sure we will have this done in 2 episodes. So we cannot go this way. That boulder completely blocks our path, so we have to go this way. That rock barrier that was here is no longer there, so we can just pass right on by that. There is a hidden item around here. I don't know if that... Also, the Pokemon here are somewhat high-leveled, so your repels may not always work. So that's cool. Let's head up here, and we have our first trainer to fight. I wonder if you were good enough for me. Oh, I'm good enough for you, alright. I'll show you. I've got a friggin' Nidoking with Earthquake. Yeah, what do you think about that, cool trainer Naomi? You only have a Persian. Your normal-looking cat. I'm gonna use Earthquake on it. And let's see, is that a one-shot? Not quite. I should really put that last protein on Spike. Whatever, I'll finish you off with you know what, let's see if Toxic can actually finish you off. Never mind, it won't, because you used a Hyper Potion. Cool, love that. Whatever, you'll go down next turn at least. Whatever. So, take that poison damage. I'm gonna use Earthquake. And I don't know if that'll be enough to take you out, but more toxic damage should be enough. Yeah, that'll be enough. Now you're down. Hooray. Get 1,332 experience. You have a Ponyta. I'll stay in for that. No real reason to switch. Let's go for a Rock Slide. I really should have healed beforehand. I thought I did in the Viridian City Pokemon Center, but I guess not. I guess we'll finish you off with another Toxic, because I'd rather conserve my PP as much as possible. So, yeah, just go fast and then succumb to poison. There you go. Was that so hard? No, I don't think so. Vulpix. No, I'm gonna stay in. Spike didn't get a whole lot of screen time in the last episode, so I would like it to get that screen time now. And maybe Rock Slide can one-shot this Vulpix. Probably just barely. But whatever, that's fine. As long as it did the job. Rapidash, you are definitely gonna need an Earthquake. So let's do that. And I would be surprised if that wasn't a one-shot. Okay, good, it is. And you have one more Pokemon. Oh, that was enough to get to level 46. I thought I was going to need to KO this last Pokemon first, but no. Ninetales. I will save that for Attenborough, actually. I think that is a solid plan. Just so I can, you know, save as much PP as possible across my team. Don't want anyone using up too much of it too quickly. And Surf is not a one-shot, but you're left on a sliver, so let's just do an Ice Beam. Weak Chip Ice Beam. And now you're done. And it was an unnecessary crit, because of course. Why wouldn't it be? And you get a level up, and you get a level up. Everyone gets a level up. I lost out. Yes, you did. I'm gonna need to heal. Heal specifically Blitz, that is, because he was the one who actually needed the health back, and I would like him to get more screen time, since he also he literally didn't do anything last episode. Anyway, there's a hidden Ultra Ball in that rock there. There's a ladder up there. I really wish the wild Pokemon here weren't stronger than me. But if we head up into... I need to reset Repel. Anyway, if we head up into this corner... oh, there is a hidden item. I wasn't sure if there was. Let's see. Full Restore, very nice. And if we push this rock, we can only choose one of the items to collect. But we can reset the floor and and then go and grab the other. Ooh, that's TMO2 Dragon Claw. I have been waiting for this TM because we can finally deal Dragon-type damage. This is 80 power, one of the better Dragon-type moves, and the only one who can learn it is Mustafar, so he's definitely getting that. And we are definitely getting rid of Steel Wing, because honestly, Iron Tail on Blitz is just better than Steel Wing on Mustafar. So Mustafar can now vibrate that disc and have our only Dragon-type move on the team. As I've said before, Dragon-type moves only deal super effective damage to other Dragon types. But since Mustafar is not a Dragon type himself, he does not have the added risk of, you know, risking super effective Dragon type damage on himself. So this actually works out rather well. It's also just a generally good offensive type in general. I said general twice. But that's because it deals neutral damage to most other types. The only other type I can think of in this game that it's not very effective against is Steel, but that's just because it is very resistant to most types. Speaking of Steel, I'm gonna go ahead and use Iron Tail here because we don't use that enough. Though, of course, Eradicate decides to heal. Ace Trainers tend to do that quite a lot, which is a little annoying. But whatever. I should be able to take it out with another Iron Tail here. Super Fang, I don't know if you've seen that before. That always deals half of the target's current HP and damage. So if you're full health, it brings you down to half of your maximum HP. But if you're at half HP, it'll bring you down to about a fourth. I was not paying attention to what the next Pokemon is. I'm gonna send out Jeremy, I guess. Maybe this is a bad idea. I don't know. We'll find out together. Or by myself, because you guys probably saw it. It's an Ivysaur. Okay. That's fine for Jeremy. Not the most ideal, but I can just spam slash. I can weed... I can whack the weeds, as I'm trying to say. Not weed the wax. Oh, of course I get put to sleep. I did get the crit slash there, which was nice, but also kind of expected because it already has a high crit ratio. Though I think I could have gotten it by with 2 non-crits. I don't know. Whatever, I wake up. And we take it out. Oh, you have a Charmeleon next. That's a job for Attenborough. And let's use Surf. And it takes it out with no issues. Very cool. And then you have a Charizard. You know what? Let's do a Charizard on Charizard battle. Why not? Mustafar, meet your brother. Who is weaker than you, so you should not have issues. Let's try Dragon Claw here. Probably not going to do quite as much damage as Fly, but I would rather just have the single turn attack for now. You're going to use Flamethrower. That's not going to do very much to me, because it's not very effective, and I'm also 4 levels higher than you. Let's do a second Dragon Claw. Dragon Claw has no... Oh, you got a crit. Okay, well that worked out for me. Otherwise I would have needed an additional Dragon Claw, I think. But Dragon Claw has no additional effect. It's just a straight 80 power Dragon-type move. Now you're sending out War Turtle. I'm gonna have, I think, Jeremy deal with that. I guess we'll just go for a Solar Beam. Why not? I am not too worried about damage from this War Turtle, so I am gonna avoid using Spore for now. Hopefully I don't regret that. Yeah, no, Bite didn't do too much damage. We're fine. So, taking that Sunlight, heal from leftovers, take another Bite, and I flinched! Oh, come on. Fine, I guess we'll use Giga Drain. Let's go for that. And hopefully this takes it out in one hit. And it did not. Cool. Cool. Really glad I decided to do things the way that I have. Hopefully a slash can take it out, because I don't want to use all my Giga Drain PP. I did paralyze it with Effect Spore, so that's cool. But I did flinch still. Oh my gosh. Jeremy, please. Please, Jeremy. Just slash it to death, so we can be done with this battle. Thank you. Thank gosh, that was enough damage. I had a chance. Yes, you did. But you were no match for Jeremy, even if it took him a while. Anyway, let's go down this ladder and then go back up so I can get that other item in this car. I have gotten interrupted by 3 Wild Onyx, so we're just cutting straight over to the item, which is a rare candy. Very cool. I will be spamming those as soon as I'm done with the Victory Road. Anyway, we can now head down this ladder for real, and because we've been here a while, I think that's a good place to stop. So next time, we're gonna finish going through Victory Road on our way to the Pokemon League. See you guys then.